All right, so
that.
I'm recording it right now. What is the address here?
5904.
We're at 5904 Estelle Street, and we are up on the roof, and we are videoing. We are as far out as we can go. It looks like we're at the connection to the city main, but we cannot verify that until we get the camera past it, which we can't right now. So we're at 70 feet 4 inches. We're gonna start pulling out. That's the clay line. It's funny because it looks more like not transite, but it looks like that Orangeburg, but it may be clay. Yeah, Orangeburg is the type of pipe that I used to. It was like almost like a tar. They used a long time ago.
I mean, this built was 1935. Like the whole house.
Really?
Yeah, it's an old house. Like, I don't think they've done anything from that.
I mean, overall, the clay part doesn't look too bad. That's a transition.
Yeah, I see that. Okay.
Now we're entering the cast down. We're below the property drop. And there's the property drop. Now you can actually see the opening going up.
Yeah.
That's where we put that pin in there.
That's where we put that pin. Okay.
So if you dig straight down, eventually you get to the top of that.
So that's cast iron, even
Yes.
to the. Okay. So
Yeah.
that whole trench from here to the house is cast iron.
Exactly.
Okay.
And as you know, see how round the top is?
Yeah.
And how flat the bottom is?
Yeah.
So a lot of times when there's this much buildup, that much plaque,
Yeah.
it's like cavities. You can have holes in the cavities, right, in teeth.
Yeah.
So there may be
So
some missing sections, but you have two options. You can descale it,
yeah.
and depending how many sections are, that's a concern. You can always put a liner in there. So instead of digging up your whole yard,
Yeah.
you put in basically a new pipe and an old pipe, and
Okay.
so basically what happens is
So you put it in between it, like almost like this, like inside, like.
yeah. So imagine something about 1/8 of an inch thick,
Uh-huh.
and it imagine a fiberglass tube,
Mm-hmm.
right? And there's like a 2-part resin,
Yeah.
and we have a special float that just expands.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine like a you know those tires you put air into, those
Yeah.
expandable tubes.
Yeah.
Imagine a straight one instead
Yeah.
of a round one, and it increases to the inside diameter of the pipe,
Yeah.
and it literally pushes everything out, so
Yeah.
any holes, cracks get filled.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so
after you've done the
and
descaling.
yeah, and if we do the descaling, there's no holes, well, there's no lining.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep coming out.
Okay.
So sometimes we'll see 1 or 2 holes. Sometimes you might see roots. Sometimes you won't see nothing. And then you just make sure you just maintain your sewer line at least once a year.
Okay.
And like see this right here on the side?
Yeah.
That's all scale.
Okay. Yeah.
That's just normal buildup right there.
Yeah. The builder.
And the black is just the fats, the grease, the sludge, the waste. And you said it's 1930, right? So I mean, it's.
Yeah. I mean.
On the other hand, if you want to end up replacing the pipe from what you can replace, that's always the best thing.
Yeah.
But the question is, how much time do you have? How much money do you want to invest into it?
Okay.
So that's where
How
I
much
can't.
usually that cost associated to that?
It really depends on how deep it is,
Yeah.
and we're gonna go find out right now. So hopefully I didn't go too far back. Yeah, let me.
Oh, it's over here. It's on the left one. The dogs are fine. They're just gonna bark.
the bottom part, it'll say on the bottom, it'll tell you which way to turn it, and it'll tell you the depth. And then what I'll do is I'll send you over another camera job.
Another camera?
Yeah. I mean, I shouldn't complain too much, but man, another camera job.
I mean.
All right, so looking at this guy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's once you descale it, I think it'll be looking a lot better.
Well, that's what I was asking. Would you descale it first and then assess it, or do you think you still recommend to changing that section?
I think we should replace that set. I mean, I'm
Okay.
starting at the same price,
Okay.
and you might as well just get a new pipe for that.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I mean,
Unless you don't want me to dig it up.
no, that's fine. I mean, I thought you were gonna. I'm glad that you bring a fucking digger. You know. Do you rent those or you have your own?
No, I rent them.
Okay.
And then basically, if we have to, you can just see all this stuff right here.
Yeah.
If we have to bring in sand for backfilling, then we'll just charge you what that difference is.
Okay.
And then if we have to take anything to the dump, you have two options. We can leave that stuff here for you, like extra dirt and all that. If we end up bringing you dirt, or if we end up having to rent a trailer, a dump trailer,
Yeah.
and take that to the dump, then we'll just charge you cost of the dump trailer plus dump fees and all that. Or you can rent your own dump trailer. You do
No, that's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
how much, so do you put when you is that sand to cover over the?
So normally
Because there's a lot of rocks. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, because a lot of times what happens, I'll dig in areas
Yeah.
and we're expecting it to be rocky, and it's DG and it's like in great shape. DG or some areas that it has a lot of sand, and we can use the original soil to backfill.
Yeah.
If we dig up and it's nothing but boulders upon boulders upon boulders upon boulders,
Yeah.
then it's better
I
for
mean,
us.
you saw those boulders here. I mean,
Yeah.
and not the big ones, but the little ones.
Yeah, exactly. So
Goes out. It used to be riverbeds. I think.
exactly. So for that reason,
Okay.
um,
You put sand so it doesn't break everything.
exactly. So
Okay.
that means whatever that cost of that is, we bring it back. And just to let you know, and I tell this to everyone, any contractor that rent stuff or get stuff,
Yeah.
they always mark up at least 30%. So that's kind of a flat across the board.
I'm sorry, for what?
For any sand, like let's say it's $100 for the sand,
Yeah.
then it's a 30% markup on that. We have to use our accounts and all that. Unless you want to provide your own sand.
How much? Where do I check in? Go to the Costco?
You can go to Home Depot, but you don't want to you don't want to get the small bags of sand.
Yeah.
You want to get those big bags,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Because with the big bags, we can use the excavator to lift it up, and there's a tie on the bottom. We can
Yeah,
open
but
it up.
I would have to fucking bring it out here with the truck, though, right? That's not like
Well, that or again, if you rent your own dump trailer.
Yeah. You bring them in there.
So that's where.
That's fine. I mean, I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. That just seems like a finished fucking work.
Yeah, but
I mean, it seems like I could probably save a couple of bucks, but I'm gonna do this like, buy the fucking rent a truck. I have to, I don't know how to lift it. Like, how many bags do you need? 30% is a lot.
well, I mean, it may seem like a lot, but
How much was it?
I mean, it's one thing if what do you call that? It's one customer did the math, and I said, well, what if you rented all the equipment, all that,
Yeah.
and if we do, we use our accounts, and with our accounts, we get charged account fees and all that. So
Yeah.
so we normally
Yeah.
yeah. So for us, we normally just charge a flat 30%. And I tell that to everyone, so they know that, hey, if you want to rent your own trailer, if you want to get your own sand,
Yeah.
I'm not mad at you.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh my goodness.